Hello and a very warm welcome to day 56, so day 14 of 21 of our third session of this year, and it's called Deepening the Silence. My name's Nicholas. I'm a professional watercolor artist from the UK, living in Vietnam, but currently in Cyprus, so a bit all over the place. Um, so, a very warm welcome to all of you for joining this evening meditation together. First things first, please get a foot soak ready for the meditation today. For those of you who don't know what that is, we're going to be helping ourselves clear away any of the baggage of the week, of the stresses of the past, or whatever it may be. We're just going to let that go using the elements of water and salt for the earth. And so we do a foot soak. So if you'd like to prepare that, make sure you've got some sea salt or table salt with you for that. If you are new or continuing, you can request to go into a breakout room at the end of the program. You'll have an introduction to Sahaja Yoga if you want in those breakout rooms, so that could be helpful for you. Yeah, that will be a whole part of the breakout room session. We also have course materials and recordings for you, so you can take a look at our website to see if you like more information following this session. And also, you can request a mentor. This is something that we do. You can fill out a form in the Zoom chat. You can send an email if you like, and find someone that can help you on your path, answer some questions, make you feel like you are supported in this spiritual journey. So if you've already requested one, please give us some time to find the right mentor for you. We have a lot of demand, so we have to make sure we find the right people. So for today's topic, we've got focus on the experience, so on becoming and on our inner transformation. We'll go deeper into experiencing the qualities of the chakras and deepening the silence. So that silence leads to subtle changes on the inside and on the outside. Wednesday's topic was the breakthrough. We focused on the heart center, the left heart, and today's topic we're going to be thinking more closely about the fifth energy center. So speaking with a clear Vishuddhi. As you can see there in the energy, the subtle system, and we can explain that later and also in the breakout rooms if you have any further questions. So just a reminder, Sahaja Yoga is always free. So any meetings or anything online will always be free of charge. And just to go over the day's topic before we get into our lovely first meditation, we'll have a short talk about today's topic, guided meditation, and a foot soak. And then we'll have a video of Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi, the founder of this meditation. And then we'll finish with an interactive workshop, which includes those breakout rooms, which I mentioned before. So without further ado, let's welcome Steve, our meditation lead.
Hello, Nicholas.
Hello, Steve. So tell us something about yourself and what do you do in addition to teaching Sahaja Yoga meditation?
Well, I live in the USA, in Florida. I'm actually, like you, kind of all over the place. Right now, I'm outside of Basel in Switzerland. Um, I'm retired, so I used to do very intense, stressful financial services work, and now I spend a lot of my time working on teaching meditation and enjoying a lot of free time, which is really a great blessing, and play music. It's one of the things I do. But I'm very happy to be here with everybody to meditate together. So thanks for having me.
Great. Well, yeah, looking forward to the first session and the foot soak. So, um, I think without further ado, I shall hand over to you, Steve.
Thank you very much. So, good evening, everybody. So, tonight, as Nicholas mentioned, we're going to be focusing on the fifth energy center, which is right here at the base of the throat. And the some of the slides in the preview at the beginning talked about it a little bit, that it has to do with diplomacy. And one of them mentioned a very beautiful point about this energy center, which is that the diplomacy has its foundation in benevolence. So sometimes if we think about diplomacy, we might think more in terms of very strategic way of speaking so that you kind of get the outcome you're looking for. That's maybe a very external kind of diplomacy. But the deeper diplomacy is that which comes from our inner desire for the best outcome for everyone. We have that feeling when this energy center is open that we have an innate natural concern for the well-being of everyone around us and everyone in the world, really. So diplomacy is speaking for the well-being of people, speaking with kindness, speaking in a way that supports their growth and helps them, nourishes them, speaking sweetly. So these are some of the qualities that you see on the screen here. Our sense of self-worth has to do with one aspect of this energy center on the left side here. The diplomacy, the detachment. So detachment is something interesting to talk about because maybe when we think about being detached, we think of being a little bit disassociated from a situation or having no feelings, having no emotions about a situation. This is a very beautiful kind of detachment where we're able to stand back from what's going on around us just enough to really see what's happening in a very objective way and how can we be helpful? How can we give something which is going to nourish the people involved, which is going to bring a beautiful, harmonious outcome? So that detachment is really that ability to see very objectively what's going on around us and also what's going on inside of us without reacting, without getting angry or upset, but just seeing it and then kind of intuitively understanding what will help, what will improve the situation. And lastly, that feeling of oneness with everyone. So that's a very important aspect of this chakra, because you hear a lot of people talking about the idea that we're all one, that we're all brothers and sisters, and this kind of thing. It's a very beautiful idea. But if we look honestly at ourselves, it may not be our innate perception. We may see people as the other, we may react to them, we may judge them. Excuse me. But if this energy center is healthy and in balance, we actually perceive our oneness with other people. We feel it, and it's our inner perception that we are one with them and they are part of us and we're part of them. It's not just a concept. So these are some of the things that we'll focus on. As you can see on the slide too, it's the index finger where we feel the state of this chakra, the Vishuddhi Chakra. So it's the fifth energy center at the throat, and it's felt on the index finger, actually both hands, the index finger. So before I move on, I did want to mention again that if you are new and you didn't know anything about foot soaking, you don't know what it is, again, you can ask about it at the breakout rooms at the end and learn more about it. It's just a way to kind of cleanse our system and deepen our meditation. So if you don't have that prepared for today, that's absolutely fine. Just follow along with the meditation. It's exactly the same, just those who are foot soaking will be doing it with the foot soak at the same time. So please just follow along and you will not miss anything from not having the foot soak. All right, so we can move on to the next slide, if we could. And what we're going to do now is begin the foot soak. For those of you um, who've done this before, you know how to raise your energy and put yourself in the protection, but I'm going to show everybody in case there's anyone new. So for this, we do a couple of hand movements to get our system, our energy system, kind of in tune. It's kind of like preparing the system for the meditation. So what we do is we take our left hand and it points in toward the body, but it's going to be, I'll try to show you. We're going to start here at the base of the spine. So we're going to raise it slowly up the center of the body. There we go. And so we raise it up center of the body and we bring it all the way up above the top of the head. Okay, like that. So while doing that, the right hand makes a movement of going around, circling around the left hand like this. So as you go over the top of the hand, you're going away from your body. Okay, so we start that process at the base of the spine, down lower. The right hand rotates around the left. We slowly bring it up and we can watch our left hand. We bring it up above the head and we make a movement like tying a knot above our head, like that. So this is to raise the energy. It also is to raise our attention and bring it up here, because this is a very important place to have our attention when we're doing the meditation. So we do this now a second time, exactly the same. Do it a little slowly so that we are really feeling what we're doing. And this time we tie 2 knots above the head. Bring the hands back down. And we do it a third time. Watching the left hand, moving slowly, trying to feel inside what we're doing. And this time we tie 3 knots above the head. So with this, we're just getting the energy flowing. Now let's sit with our hands open on our laps with the palms facing upward like this. Close our eyes for just a moment. Just take a deep breath or two. We're going to start to observe how we feel on the inside. So gradually the attention goes from outside, where we're paying attention to everything going on around us and reacting to it, to what's going on inside of us. So now we'll do a second hand movement. We keep the left hand open on the lap. The right hand we put by our left hip. So I'll try to show you again. Down here, all right? By the left hip. So the right hand is going to go up the left side, over the top of the head, and down to the right hip, and then back again by the same path. So with this, we're kind of surrounding our whole energy system and our whole body with a field of this very nourishing energy. All right, so let's do it a second time together. Third time. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth. And seventh. So let's keep our eyes closed and open our hands on our laps. Again, just take a couple of deep breaths. So now if you have the foot soaking bowl, let's put our right hand towards the water. Just point our right hand towards the water for a moment. We're going to give energy with our right hand to the water and the salt. And by doing that, it becomes a little bit, becomes charged so that it does a better job of clearing away blockages in our system. So we just hold our hand toward the water for a moment. Then we can go ahead and put our feet in the water. And again, we open our hands on our laps, very relaxed. Close our eyes. And for a moment, let's just observe our breathing. This is to help us settle down and get our attention inside. Just observe the breathing. We don't need to control it. We don't need to change it. Just be with the breath. So we can also observe what's going on inside. And the important thing is to just observe. We don't need to try to change anything. So if we find when we look inside that we're thinking a lot, or we're distracted, or we're not we're not fully present, let's just observe that. Let's not try to change it. But let's see whether in the course of the meditation it changes by itself. We don't need to make anything happen. We just allow the flow of our energy to make those changes within us. So let's just observe what's going on inside now. So now we'll just take our right hand and we'll point it down toward the earth. So just let your arm hang freely down toward the ground, with the fingers pointing toward the ground. Or if you're sitting on the ground, you can put your hand on the ground. And we're going to address our own energy, which, as most of you know if you've been here, is our mother Kundalini, we call it, because it's a motherly energy, a very nourishing and loving energy within us. So we can ask inside silently, Mother Kundalini, please clear all the blockages and imbalances from my left side. Please clear all the blockages and imbalances from my left side. And this left side is governs our emotions, it governs our desires and our relationship to our past also. So we can ask, please clear any negative emotions, any trauma from the past. Please clear it all away. And let me feel just joy and purity inside. And once we've asked, we just sit for a moment and allow the energy to work. We just continue to observe inside how we feel. So now let's take that right hand and put it on the top of the head. We kind of stretch our fingers back a little bit. Put the palm right on the center of the top of the head, where we had a soft spot when we were little children. And let's just feel that pressure of our hand on the head. And we can ask inside, Mother Kundalini, please rise within me and take me into meditation. Please rise within me and take me into meditation. And let's bring the hand up, now about 5 or 6 inches above the head. Let's see what we feel with our right hand above the head. So we might feel cool, we might feel warm, we might feel tingling, we might not feel anything also. And that's fine. Let's just observe and be aware of that space above the head. We can bring the hand down to our lap again. Let's see if we can keep our attention up there above the head for a moment. So now we'll give a little attention to that fifth energy center, to Vishuddhi. Let's take our right hand and put it right on the base of our throat. So even without saying or doing anything, we're directing energy into this chakra, which helps it already to expand and to get stronger. So we can just have our attention on feeling that we're nourishing this energy center by putting our hand there. And there are a few affirmations that we can say to request that those subtle qualities of this chakra are awakened in us. So, first of all, we can ask that please give me sweet, diplomatic, benevolent speech. That the way that I speak to others is benevolent, is for their well-being. Please let me have that awareness of the well-being of the whole, the well-being of everyone. because it is an awareness. It's not an attitude. We want to awaken that deeper awareness. And we can ask, please let me feel my oneness with all of creation, with other people, with nature. Let me feel my oneness, my integration with everything. And we can ask for the detachment. Please awaken in me the ability to be a detached witness of what's going on around me and what's going on within me, that I can just see it without reacting, see the reality of what's happening. And another quality of this chakra is, which goes hand in hand with everything that we've already talked about, is respect. Please awaken in me the respect for others and the respect for myself. Let me respect everyone as a part of this creation. Let me respect the human spirit in everyone. Just quietly give energy to this chakra, sitting silently for a moment. So let's take a moment now for those who are foot soaking to wash our feet and dry them. We can just try to stay in that meditative mood while we're doing that. And we can just put the foot soaking bowl aside. We don't need to dispose of it right now. Then we can again open our hands on our laps. Keep the eyes closed. One more time, let's bring the attention here to the top of the head. Put our hand there. Just feel our hand on the top of the head, and then slowly raise it up and see what we feel above our head. Let our attention settle up there. Just gradually, it will naturally settle there. Feeling what we feel with the right hand. Let's see now if we can let our attention stay up there. Bring the hand back down to the lap and just sit quietly for a minute or so. So let's see as we move into the next part of the session, if we can keep our attention there at the top of the head. We're going to now watch a video of the founder of Sahaja Yoga, Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi, speaking about the topic of tonight's class. And we treat it like part of the meditation, so we can continue to keep our hands open, the attention at the top of the head. When she was speaking, she would always be kind of working on our chakras with her words. So it's really part of the meditation. So now we'll play the video and enjoy that as part of our meditation.
Then also your tongue improves. For example, some people are very sarcastic by temperament. They cannot say something sweetly. All the time they are sarcastic, saying sarcastic things. Some people have a habit of abusive language. Some people are extremely beggarish type, all the time talking in a very beggarish manner. There's no dignity, there's no sweetness, and there is no self-confidence for some people. Some people even stammer. Some people cannot stand on the stage and give a lecture. All these things drop out as soon as your Vishuddhi Chakra improves. This is only outward. This is the outward manifestation of the Vishuddhi Chakra's improvement within yourself through the awakening of Sri Krishna on Vishuddhi Chakra. But what happens really is that inside you, you become a witness. You become a witness in the sense that all that is disturbing, all that is troubling you, all that is a problem, you just start watching it. You start witnessing it. You start seeing it, and you do not get disturbed. That seeing, that witnessing state has a tremendous power. Whatever you see without thinking, your problems get solved. Any problem you have, once you get this witness state, what we call tatastha, means you are standing on the shores and watching the waves to move. Then you know how to solve the problems. So your witness state has to be developed, and sometimes I have seen people have to go through little difficulties to develop that witness state. This is very important, that once the Kundalini starts supplying you from your Sahasrara downward, moving on your chakras and enriching your different chakras on the Vishuddhi Chakra, when it has to stay, it really tries to little bit take you through turmoils. And you start thinking that, see, now my life was so blissful, I had so many blessings, and now what has happened? But this is the time when you should become tatastha, means you should become a witness. If you become a witness, everything improves. For example, you are, say, a person who is working in some place. As soon as you become a witness, you see, your attention goes inside and you start watching things from inside out. As a result, you see exactly what's wrong where. And as you have got the power of witnessing, with that power you get over the problems that you have. Problems get solved very easily if you know how to witness the whole situation than to get involved into it. And this is the best state which we call as Sakshi Swarupatva, which you achieve when the Kundalini comes up and the connection is established and the divine ray starts following through that and enriches your Vishuddhi Chakra. Now the name of Sri Krishna has come from the word Krishi, meaning the plowing of the soil for planting the crops. Now he is the one who has done the plowing for us, in the sense that he has created us in such a manner that when the sprouting has to be done, you are already ready for it. But as it is, we human beings spoil our Vishuddhi Chakra by many wrong things, as you have seen that we smoke or we take drugs or we take tobaccos and all that. So our Vishuddhi Chakra goes out. On top of that, if you are a person who doesn't talk at all, or who talks too much, or who shouts and screams, and who shows temper, raises his voices, also spoils his Vishuddhi Chakra. So the first thing is that in your using the Vishuddhi Chakra, you have to remember it is to be used for sweetness, for madhurya. If you want to say something to someone, try to say something that is sweet and nice. Practice it.
So what we can do is remain in this peaceful state together. So we're going to go and have a few minutes of silent meditation. So you can just keep your hands on your laps with your palm facing upwards. And we will just spend the next few minutes in silence. And for this last minute or so, keep your eyes closed and in the same position. But you may want to raise your right hand, raise that energy up through the center and to the top of the head again. And then just in this last minute, let's just put our hands back on our laps and just see if you can feel anything on the palms of your hands or on your fingertips. But let's try and keep our attention in the space above our head. Lovely. So, what we can do together to finish off our meditation is to once again raise our Kundalini and give ourselves a protection. So, as we did before, you do the same process, but just to complete. So, you have your left hand out and you rotate the right hand outwards around it, and you start at the base of the spine. Let's do that together. And then we tie a knot at the top. And then we can do that a second time, tying 2 knots. And then a third time, tying 3 knots. And then that bandana and protection that Steve showed us. So right hand sort of the left side of our being on the lower end, and we just create an arc over our head, and we go back again, and that's 1. And let's do that 6 more times. 3, 7. Okay, so hope you enjoyed that meditation. Maybe this is a good opportunity before we go into the breakout rooms and just a few final announcements. Steve was going through placing our hand on our 5th center to direct energy to that. And that's one thing that we can do is we can do what's called a bandan. And essentially, it's sort of giving energy to our center. And it's also clearing out any baggage, any blockage in that center. Essentially, the wheel of energy is rotating, and if it encounters friction, whatever it may be from external, internal, we can have some blockages there, and that can affect the organs and the material self around that. So, for example, getting a sore throat, or coughing, or whatever that may be. So, what you can do is you can place your hand here and put your attention on it, and you can also give this bandan, so this giving energy to this, and then you're basically rotating with your right hand, uh, and you're rotating as if you have a clock on your being, and you're going in a clockwise direction. So rotate that round the 5th center as an example, and then you just release that energy to the Mother Earth. So I would do this below, but you can see that I just releasing that down. And for those that are more sensitive, maybe you've been practicing Sahaja Yoga for a longer time, you may actually start to feel a bit of heat or heaviness on your hand as you're doing it, and you might feel, okay, now's the time to release. So that's something to look out for on your journey. So without further ado, we're going to get into the breakout rooms in a second, but we just have a few things to go through. And it's a good time to say that if you are on YouTube, so all YouTubers out there, if you want to join any of these breakout rooms, then switch over to the Zoom, and then you can go through into the breakout rooms whilst you're on Zoom. So that's if you wanted to be more interactive, switch over to Zoom. Right, so next Wednesday, we've got October the 15th. We are going to be doing an evening focusing on Sri Buddha. So this is part of the Deepening the Silence session. So Buddha means the one who is enlightened, and we will meditate on the teachings of Buddha and also on the right Agya chakra. So that's the sixth energy center and its sort of right aspect, which has a particular meaning. And I won't spoil it because it's really interesting. But essentially, we will be focusing on that side of our being. Following this, I just want to say we have these lovely handouts. So this is the Vishuddhi Chakra handout for today's session. It's all on our website. So you can follow that. You can also email if you've got any questions, any queries. If you're just struggling to find it and you need more information, you can also email, of course. So this session is there we go. Sahaja Yoga meditation courses. This is the website. This is a great resource for you to have a look through and see what resonates with you. So there you go. What else can we say? Some advertisements for the session that we're going through, and some topics and recordings for you. So it's all set out very nice and clearly. You can just click on them and take what you need. Sometimes you might want to rewatch if you have a particular energy center that's affecting you and you just want more information on it. It is all here. And just a final reminder to request that mentor. Always nice to have support on your spiritual journey. And we really like to connect people with the right mentor. So fill out that form, post it in the Zoom chat, and we will get going making that connection for you. We've also got a community in a WhatsApp group. So just daily spiritual messages and course reminders. So again, the link for that is in the Zoom chat. And there's also plenty of stuff on that website. And there's a bunch of materials online for you. So without further ado, I invite you to go into these breakout rooms and get into the small groups and have a deeper conversation, a deeper experience within this lesson. So, yeah, get going on that. So I hope you've had a lovely meditation. You feel some silence. And we shall thank you for joining us and see you in the next one. Take care.